Hello, G-Man, Shanny4Christ, Vigilant Christian. I'd like to tell you guys how I feel about all this aggravation and nonsense, and also the video that G-Man did called In Defense of Vigilant Christian. Vigilant Christian already has 100,000 something Christians already defending the fact that he has participated in bisexuality, participated in some pretty nasty stuff, G-Man, so I don't know why it is that you felt like you had to defend him. Something tells me, G-Man, that you did that because you're hoping to get him into your Google Hangouts so you can bring some views to your channel. I hope that there has something to do with Jesus in that whole process that you're doing, and it's not just to bring him on a damn video and discuss all this nonsense and everything, as Vigilant's already been doing all by himself. You know what annoys me about Vigilant Christian before I get into the Shanny4Christ thing? This guy has been given thousands and thousands of dollars by the Christian community. And what does he do with it? He goes out and buys himself butt plugs. He buys himself fucking drugs. According to him, he uses coke, crack, meth, buys huge quantities of fucking weed, even seems to know all the technical terms for all these drugs that he's taking. And probably uses the money and shit in order to take out all types of people, whether male or female, out on dates and everything, so he can fulfill his sexual desires and ambitions, while claiming to run a ministry and work with children having to do with Jesus Christ. Well, G-Man, you turn around and you say that you want to defend him. Well, this is kind of weird. This guy is wrecking his fucking life and throwing thousands of dollars down the tube, and I'm over here not able to afford health insurance. I'm not able to put my children to good colleges when they made great grades through school. I'm over here busting my ass making these damn videos and doing live streams where tons of atheists and religious people show up. And I could use just even a tiny fraction of that type of support just to pay my fucking bills, just to keep the lights on, just to pay for the water and the trash and all the bullshit that comes along with it. But no, people would rather give some fucking flamboyant bisexual all their money because he claims he's about Jesus. And you want to defend him, G-Man. You want to defend that. Alrighty then. After all the time you and I have been buddies, and repeatedly you made videos calling me a fake fucking Christian, a fake believer, that you think that I'm just bullshit and everything, that I don't serve God, but you allow someone who is doing drugs and alcohol and basically dumping all over Jesus, you're okay with that. Okay. Something tells me that he's getting a little bit more love and support from you because of views there, G-Man, and not because you're doing for God. Because you don't normally do this kind of shit. You don't normally defend people who have less subscribers than yourself. I'm just saying, just something I observed there. As far as Shanny4Christ goes, she apparently, from what it looked like, I could be wrong, she can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but apparently she had G-Man move in with her, or move into some kind of house. He was fired by atheists, got fired because atheists called up his job. This is G-Man's story. So G-Man ends up making a video where he's going off on an atheist who's impersonating or pretending to be Jesus on video, and walking around giving away sex toys and promoting masturbation with an audience of adults and children. And G-Man had a problem with that. he went off. Gman is still very bitter and angry because of how atheists have screwed him over. Well, apparently Shanny4Christ got aggravated because Gman went after an atheist, which is something Gman does all the time. If he's not going after atheists and he's making videos about Brett Keane calling me a fake, or he's hanging out with me and we're being best buds, it depends on the mood of the room, I guess. Or he's going after the black Hebrew Israelite folks and giving them fucking hell. Shanny already knew this before he even moved into the house. Shanny's been watching Gman for the last couple of years and knows that's how Gman rolls. When Gman gets a fucking wild hair up his ass, somebody's going to get pinched. That's the way it is. Shanny is so experienced with Gman, has probably had many more private conversations with him than I could have ever possibly dreamed of. So I don't understand why the fuck she's so shocked that he would be offended by something like that. I don't know, Shanny. I try to be friendly with you and all that, but I'll be honest with you, if I was tossed out in the street and I got totally fucked over, lost everything that I got and shit like that, I'll be honest with you, you'd probably be the last one on the list I'd want to move in with. You and I, we have our nice moments and all that, but you have thrown me under the fucking bus quite a few times. I still got tire tracks in my asshole. I do. If I were to take my clothes off right now and stick my asshole up to the fucking video screen right now, I would have tire tracks from a bus on my left ass cheek from you, and on my right ass cheek from Gman, and I barely got enough butthole left to even be able to know it's an ass and shit. But supposedly my wife still thinks it's sexy, so we're good. So, yeah. I don't get it. I know that if I let Gman stay at my fucking house, I would expect that he would try to get his computer and his phone connected as quickly as possible, and then he would go right into his routine, his pattern. If you notice, Gman's got a pattern. He'll spend a week on black Hebrew Israelites, and then the atheists will piss him off, and he spends about 3 days in videos and live screaming and yelling at them, and then kind of goes on to, he doesn't really deal with news, and he'll also do like live debates where he argues with people about being a fucking fish and evolution. You know what you're dealing with. You know what you get when you're with Gman, so I don't understand why Shanny got mad about that. Then Shanny goes and makes a video, which I left a comment on her video that confused the fuck out of me. After wanting to throw a Christian out in the fucking street because she didn't like him going after an atheist, she then claims that she's going to be a part of the Dragoon group. This is a group who have personally attacked her and deliberately tried to humiliate her. They've done the same thing to Gman. And, hell, I even though Shanny and both Gman warned me that they were fucking assholes, I interacted with them and I said, hey, is there any way that we can negotiate or have a rational discussion where we all get along and, you know, and participate in discussions and debates? And their guy made a video to me and just fucking insulted the piss out of me and my wife the entire time through it, and also took a shit on Shanny and Gman. So I don't know why Shanny said that she would support and give her money over to an atheist who has spent a great deal of time trying to fuck Gman's life up. It doesn't make sense to me. And I can't honestly, it's, when I see this shit happening between Christians, when they are doing things where it gets to the point where they're talking about using lawyers on each other and getting one thrown out or suing people are getting them in trouble for extortion. I don't know what to think of that. I mean, it seems like any Christian channel I go to on YouTube nowadays, there's some kind of like inside fighting and arguing, or it's a Christian making a video going after some preacher on TV that they don't even know. I can't tell the difference between some of the Christians and some of the atheists on YouTube anymore. And it's really harmful for me. I'm having a very difficult time because I know that people listen to me and they hear the authority and the confidence in my voice, but I need some good supportive Christians out there who can help me continue the path of light, continue to make the right choices so I don't end up fucking myself up. And if I go to a Christian channel and I'm constantly seeing this stupidity all over the place, I'm sure as hell not going to ask people like this for advice or suggestions. I have to go back to being just fucking miserable and having nobody to talk to of the faith on that. As Vigilant Christian would say, we're a faith family. Well, I don't fucking feel like it. I feel like there's just garbage all the fucking time. And I got nobody to talk to. Nobody to ask advice or suggestions with. I guess people look at me like I'm fucking Gandalf from Lord of the Rings or something. They figure, well, Brett's wise and intelligent. He doesn't need any support or help, you know. He definitely doesn't need any fucking financial assistance and shit on paying them bills. So we'll just say fuck it and use any resources he gives out there. And before anybody decides to shit on me for talking about how I'd like some support, let's not forget that I've given thousands and thousands of dollars when I had it to religious people out there who were having a tough time. And it wouldn't be the first time. I've also helped some atheists in the past, too. There's fucking atheist women who were single or their husbands died and they needed diapers and baby food for their kid, and who fucking helped out. And I'm not rich. I do what I can, but I'm not seeing no fucking help over here. Is what it is. But old Vigilant Christian, he's able to afford all the drugs he could possibly need and all the butt plugs. And apparently there's an atheist out there dressed like Jesus Christ who can afford fucking $100 sex toys and dildos to hand out to youngsters along the beach. Well, can you see how that's fucking disturbing to me, people? How this is a problem? Alright, fuck it. People, I'll be opening up some live streams sooner or later, and we'll get some shit going. Tonight I got something I'm going to be watching with my family, though, so don't expect something tonight, but maybe tomorrow I'll do a live chat. I figured I'd put my 2 cents in. Thank you, Jdubs, for sharing your perspective on things.